It's a wonderful day to be an Arsenal fan. What are your thoughts about the game?
And it never gets this better. It never gets this better. This was a very, very huge win for us. And you could see the hunger from the boys. And I would give Arteta his flowers for rectifying the mistake that he made in the first half. That injury to Ben White really messed up the momentum of the game. If you noticed, after he subbed Ben White off and added Zubimendi and put Rice in the right back, that messed up our momentum, especially in the midfield. You could see that from that. Westham kind of like took advantage of that, and we were outplayed in the midfield. And he quickly noticed that and took back Declan Rice into the midfield and took off Calafiori and put Miles Lewis-Skelly at left back. That was a very, very big decision, and you can't forget about how Raya was so big in this game.
To me, I've always been like blaming Arteta for not having a plan B if we have like a mistake or maybe like an injury. Today he got it wrong, but I'll give him credit for rectifying that mistake, like you said. Like, it takes courage to take Zubimendi that you just put in and you take him out again and just bring the team back to normal. This season, where will we be without Raya?
Man, you could see how we bowed out of the Carabao Cup and FA Cup. You could see that Raya is actually a big part of what has been so good for this team. You could see that Kepa was the reason why probably we couldn't go past the stages we were in those two cups. And you can see Raya is a really, really big and important player for Arteta.
I mean, he kept us in the game like a few minutes after he made that save, that one-on-one save.
Right.
That was when we scored. Trossard scored his goal. Right. When you look at the beginning of the season, you see how Trossard came in for the whole team, and he was always scoring. I don't know what happened to him lately, but this is when we need him, and he showed.
Yeah, I think if you've noticed, like the past 4 games, Arteta has kind of changed it up a little bit. He's kind of let down the handbrake. And after the introduction of Lewis-Skelly, you can see all our attack is looking better now. You see even how Gyökeres struggled. But if you check the last 4 or 5 games, since Miles Lewis-Skelly was introduced into the team, you can see now that Gyökeres is in the right spaces, he's getting more into the game. He's a lot more involved than it has been in the past. So it was all about the system. I think the system now has changed a little bit. We look more like a team that is going to score and not relying on set pieces only.
Yeah. Do you think this seals the title for us?
This was a very, very big win, and I can simply say this is the title-winning win.
Sure. Let's talk about the last moments of the game. We saw Westham scored, and we saw a foul build up.
Before I saw the replay, I was like, oh my God, why? But then, when I saw the replay, you could see it was so clear that Raya his hand was blocked to hold on to the ball. But then, it's a really, really big win for us. Really big win.
Who was your man of the match?
It's very difficult to tell when you have 4 or 5 players who had a good game. But for me, I'd say Raya. Because I would say if it wasn't for that save that he made before we scored, would have been having a different conversation here. So Raya was the man of the match.